Hey you guys, it's Noah Wilson here from iHollywood TV. Well, it's 1990-something, and since Lainey still hasn't achieved rock and roll greatness, she's returning to William Penn Academy as the new music teacher. AJ Michalka leads the Goldbergs' 1990 spinoff with Schooled, and she's here telling us all about it. Watch.
Schooled is set in the 90s, and it's based on a group of teachers at William Penn Academy, centered on their lives and how they raise these young students. It's a comedy about teachers and kind of how we honor them in this real world that Adam Goldberg has created. So it's kind of crazy the journey that Lainey's taken, but I started on the Goldbergs season 1 as a close friend of Erica's, and later started dating her brother Barry. We then got engaged. I tried to make it in music. I failed. I broke off the engagement. I fly to LA. Bam, here we are in the 90s. Schooled starts. I feel so prepared for this. That's the coolest part of this job. Not to say it's easy by any means, and I'm still learning a ton myself, but I have played this role for the past 6 years. I love this role. I love these writers. I understand their work. I understand the comedy. And I've learned from people like Wendy and like Jeff and George Siegel. I've had, legends on set, comedy legends who I've been able to learn from for the past 6 seasons. So I feel really prepared, but also as an actor doing this as long as I've done it, I feel ready to lead a show and lead a show with a group of guys leading it with me that I also think are extremely compelling and funny as actors and professional, like Tim and Brian and Brett. They're kind of my hub, and they keep me together. So. I'm excited for people to see the relationship Lainey has with each guy, because it's very different. And I'm excited to kind of lead the charge here because Adam trusted me and I'm honored. The show will be very nostalgic. For anyone who loves the 90s, I think not only the tone of the show, but the kind of references towards film that we're doing, the music references, the wardrobe, the hair, the makeup, everything down to, 90s lip liner. It's literally everything is just like very 90s, and I think you're going to really, if you look closely, you're going to see every detail. The music, I think, is going to be the biggest 90s throwback that people are going to really relate to. There is a heart that this show brings that I don't think every major network comedy brings, and that kind of has to do usually with our third act. The Goldbergs does it too, and they do it so well. There's an honesty and just a really beautiful message and sentiment at the end of every episode without being forceful or preachy in a way or cheesy at all. And I think our writers just know how to kind of hook that. And I think the actors know how to hook it as well. But there's a beauty to this show, I think, based on the appreciation for these teachers that a lot of comedies are not usually striving for. Usually it's just like, let's get the laugh. And this actually kind of, I feel like this is actually teaching people to take a step back and honor who really is kind of raising society right now.